Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our live show, Tipsy Tuesday. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our show, and thank you all for being with us. Say hi to Mr. HP. He's running the show behind all the gear and, of course, making sure everything goes smoothly. Now, if you're new around here, make sure you follow our page or subscribe to our channel because we go live multiple times a week. So always something good to learn and to see and share. So follow us, please. And we appreciate you all being here. So if you know somebody that you think would love our shows, you can either just tag them in the comments or send them a link to our show if you think they would enjoy it. So make sure you say hi to everybody in the comments, give us some thumbs up and hearts, and stick around because we have a giveaway at the end that all you got to do is answer a little question.
Just a little one.
Just a little one. On today's show, it's exciting. We're going to talk about our annual program, the Advent Projects. And so we'll give you a glimpse into that. I've also got a useful tip for you if you're ever working with plaid fabrics, and a great new bundle to share with you later on. So, hi, Mr. HP. How was your day?
You know, my day's good.
Yeah.
Especially now that I'm eating my nice chili roasted
one of your snacks. One of your
pistachios.
classic snacks.
Pistachios.
Yes.
So good.
I think we should start with, before we start to talk about the quilts on the set, let's announce our winner from last week. We talked about, because it was National Dimple Day or something last week, and so I asked everybody if you have dimples, and I don't know if people have been poking their cheeks to get dimples. We just have smile dimples. I don't know if that counts, but
nope.
You do have dimples. Yeah, you do.
Especially when I eat my pistachios.
when you got your mouth full like a chipmunk. But our winner that answered our giveaway question last week is...
Drum roll. Drum roll. Drum roll. There it is.
Okay, Lori Milky. Congratulations, Lori. To get your prize, just email us at help@gequiltdesigns.com. Now, her answer was really funny because she says, I do have dimples. That was the first, she's like, my daughter has dimples.
Mm-hmm.
She said that was the first thing she checked when she was born. She's got them. Cute.
What if she didn't have them?
Return to sender? I don't know.
Let me see. Nah.
Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. It's one of the cutest things when kids have dimples, honestly. But anyways, today's tip of the day, I always on every show give you a tip of the day. I try to come up with things that, people struggle with and give you some help or techniques to work around it. So this time around, something that, some things bother some of us and not others. And one of those things is plaid fabrics. When we're using plaids in a quilt, if they're not cut straight and the lines are going any which way, that bothers some of us. I'm okay with a little bit, but I have a little easy trick. If you're cutting units from plaids that are not yarn dyes. If they're yarn dyes, you can always rip fabric and line up your plaids. But if it's printed plaids, that's not going to work. So I have a little tip if you're cutting, especially with your Stripology ruler. So let's check it out. So in this tip, I would like to show you how you can align your plaids if you have a plaid that is on the straight and not on the diagonal, and cutting them into strips or squares or rectangles. You really can't handle them being too off. And when we are not working with wovens, when we're using printed fabrics, they don't always align. As you can see here, my cut of fabric starts with that red line and then it dips down, and of course it's not going to be even close on the other side. So I'm going to give you a little tip how you can get at least closer to cutting those with the Stripology ruler. So first off, I take my whole piece of fabric, this is a 1/2 yard, and I press it. So I press out the bolt fold, making sure I can do all the aligning again myself. So then I find a line in my plaid that I can use to line up. So easiest for me is to use this first red line going this way. You want it to go from selvage to selvage. And this one goes down this way. I want to make sure I can see it on the other side, and it goes all the way down on the other side. So the first thing is to find this line, and on this side where this line comes in, I want to take my selvage, align it with the other selvage, but matching up these two, the same stripe on the top and bottom. So now that I have them aligned this way, I'm just going to straighten this out, and now I've created another fold down here, and here I'm going to find that same stripe, and I'm going to bring it up and align it with the same line. As you can see, this is going to be look really weird this way, but what you will find once you bring this all the way over the selvages, so just so you can see it better, what you will see here is that now we have a horizontal line that is right here parallel with the fold, and that's all that matters. So now as I cut my strips, I can lay my ruler on top, I can align this top fold and make sure that I have them even, and I can go ahead and cut my strips. You will see that they are pretty nice on both sides, going pretty straight in the pattern, so they're not going to mess with your eyes when they get put into the pattern. All right, there it is. Okay, so raise your hand if you can't deal with crooked plaids in your quilt. Tell us in the comments. Yeah, you know, I'm okay with a little bit, but you know, I've made quilts where, especially the when I've done the flannels, the primitive gatherings flannels, most of them are plaid, so you have a lot of stuff going on. So that's where I really try to, you know, align them at least semi-aligned. I'm okay with a little wiggle. I just think that adds to your quilt a little bit, but some people can't deal when it's like that. So at least you can cut those that are really, you know, those that are really, really noticeable, like these that have like a red line or something that just gonna make your eye go straight to it. Now you can make sure you cut those really straight, and then your other ones probably won't matter so much.
I like that comment.
Yeah, that's a question too. Like sometimes you're really tight on fabric, so you just have to go with it. I mean, that's what, you know, early days, that's how it was done. People were making quilts with any kind of clothing, so a lot of wool jackets and things were used, and that's not on the straight for sure. Avoid plaids. I missed that one. I avoid plaids but something. But we'll use diagonal plaids. Oh, that's easy, because you can just cut those any which way. If they're going diagonal, your eye won't catch any crookedness. Yes, we're just always looking at the horizontal, the vertical. But little tip, can't stand when they don't match in clothes at the seam. Yeah, that can be really hard. That can be really hard. I do admit I have some pajamas from Target that have this really, they're white, it's for Christmas thing, but they have this really white and red plaid, and it's fine on the top, but the pants, there's, you know, the seam going through the center I have a really hard time. I have a really hard time. Good thing I don't have to look at it myself when I'm wearing them. But when I first saw them, I was like, it was way off. But, you know, it's just for home.
I don't do plaids.
You don't do plaids?
No, man.
Your pajama pants are plaids.
Yeah, well.
Flannels.
It's different.
It's different.
Mm-hmm.
Again, as your house pants, right? You're not going to go anywhere in them, right?
Nope. Oh, well, I might go to the store.
in your house pants and your house shoes, yes.
So
that
comfy.
has happened.
I figure once you get over 55 or 60, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can go to the store in your house shoes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. True that. And you're about to get to an age that is going to be even more things allowed?
I'm really going to be untouchable.
Untouchable.
Can't tell me nothing.
We'll see. I'll have to have a like a hidden camera to document.
You say what? I can't do what?
Well, we've had a lot going on around here, and so first thing I wanted to mention, if you're doing London Calling, our mystery block of the month, we have a new block that was featured yesterday. So if you are a subscriber or you have that in your account now, the video for this is part 10 out of our 14-part block of the month, so we're getting so close. And this time around, this block is honoring the beautiful Liberty of London. So what a better way to honor that than with a row of flowers. And so, of course, Liberty Fabrics is known for their beautiful florals, and unique, of course, dates back centuries. And if you're ever in London, for any quilter, this is a must stop. That is the Liberty of London department store. And I also thought it was very appropriate to have flowers, because when you walk into that store, you start by walking through the floral department, and you are just greeted with this gorgeous scent of flowers, smells. And then in this store, no matter what department, of course the fabric department is our heaven, but I think everything is so beautifully curated. Have a gorgeous little cafe to have tea, and you just make sure you take some time and spend there. I apologize for how long you had to spend there, honey, when we were there.
My goodness.
But it's just it's just a wonderful place.
I was like a little kid.
Yeah, you were sitting on a bench.
When are we leaving?
No, Are we done yet? Are we done yet?
It was nice. They got nice, comfy benches for folks.
Yeah, they got places to sit.
That are waiting.
Yes, yes. So let us know if you've been to Liberty, and those of you doing the block of the month. So now this was part 10, so we only have 4 more to go. So August, September, October, and November, when the big reveal happens. Love Liberty Florals, been to Liberty years ago. Yeah, the smell is absolutely amazing. And just all throughout the store. Then you go through where the candles are, and that smells amazing. And you know, when you get to the fabrics smell amazing. That's just fabric. They always smell amazing. So it's fun to make. This block is fun to make. Of course, Stripologized, so it's going to be a piece of cake. So yes, love it. Cheryl loved her visit as well. So we are also halfway through our class packs, Volume 3, Class Packs Volume 3. We finished Prisms last week. And so tomorrow is our Zoom day. We always have a Zoom day in between quilts when we do our class packs. So tomorrow we have 3 sessions scheduled for the day. You can join in anytime if you are a part of the class packs. So if you purchase the class packs, there is a document, there's a PDF in your account that you can download that has all the Zoom links for the 3 sessions, and of course our Facebook group. So a lot of you have been sharing your progress with Prisms, and I know we're just not even full week from the last part being posted, which usually takes the longest time because that's putting it all together. But I thought I would share. There are some quilts that are turning out just amazing, so I thought I would share those of you that have shared finished tops or getting close. So here are some of your amazing Prisms. This is Robin's, and I love that just the monochromatic blues and grays. It's gorgeous, very modern. And then we have Marie's Prism with some blues. I love that hydrangea print. This is from, oh, that's a older Robin Pickens. I remember that one. And just the yellows in there with the navy, and oh, gorgeous. Beautiful job. Then this one belongs to Lois. Very rich colors. I think she was still kind of arranging, but that looks great. Great choice of a sashing fabric there. And then Kay's Prisms has beautiful citrus, yellow and green, very fresh. Looks like, I wonder if those are bees or ants on there. That's cute. Super cute. And then we have Jeans. She challenged herself to use a color she doesn't like, which is that cinnamon color. But I love it. It's so perfect with the blues. Beautiful job. Really fun. And then here's Eleanor's quilt. Looks like some batiks. And I love that aqua sashing. Just way to go to change it up with that and not going fully light. It really adds to it, freshens it up. And then here's Debbie's. Beautiful. That's a bigger one. It looks like a twin size. And then we have Carol's. She made a small one out of some Halloween fabrics. That's a perfect pattern for Halloween. Very fun. Bodacious is this line that we had. And then we have Barbara's Prisms. This is so pretty. I don't remember the name of this bundle. We had this, but it came and went in my brain. Sorry. But I loved it. Just these mustard yellows and grays and black, and that floral print she used for the border is awesome. And a couple more. We have Nancy's. Oh, this is perfect. Is this Tulip? No, this is a different line. Carolina Lilies, probably, from Robin Pickens. Beautiful. And again, aqua sashing. Love it. And she's getting ready to long arm hers. So yes, tomorrow is our Zoom day, so they get to ask any questions, and we just kind of chat about everything and anything. And then next week, we kick it off with part 1 of the frequency quilt. So 2 quilts, 1 program, and a lot of them are making 2 quilts from 1 bundle like I am. So love that. Gotta love that. So looking forward to seeing some of you tomorrow. And we got guests arriving tomorrow. Yes, our house will be full. So we are getting some guests from Portland. Yes, Johan and Leo are coming this time with their parents, of course. And so we'll probably have some guest hosting going on this week for the rest of the week. Now they are coming here this week, spending some time here in Minnesota, and then we're all going to Iceland next week on Thursday. So, which is why I picked that quilt behind you, sir. So this is one of the quilts in my Quilts of Iceland book. This is called Viking World. So it features the rune alphabet, the original rune alphabet. There's a couple of them. This is the original. This is the Icelandic rune alphabet that was used, and yeah, there it is. There it is. It's a good thing we're not showing this quilt up close because it is the original from the book, but my daughter used it in college, so it's been well used and worn and washed. So it's got, that little bit of wear and tear, which I think fits it perfectly, because it kind of looks like a little worn, like most things from that era should be. So it looks great.
What about you? You're not talking about what you got?
Oh, behind me, I have one of the quilts from the new Quickies book. It's the Holly quilt, and we'll talk about that later. I have the fabric that I used to make this to share with you today. But before we dive into that, let's talk about Advent. Yes, it seems like so far away, but it really isn't. We were just counting down how little is left of London Calling, and Advent is a program, something that we do every year. So it is time for announcing our Advent box for 2024. You can pre-order your box now. So here is our theme and artwork, Advent box 2024. So fun, right? We are excited. So what is Advent? So what do we do every Advent? This is going to be number 5. So year 5 that I do, 5 years, yeah, 5 years doing this. So the 5th annual Advent project. So what we do every Tipsy Tuesday before each Sunday of Advent, I feature a free pattern and tutorial for a fun, quick sewing or quilting item. And it's something for us to do to keep us busy through this time before the holidays. Many of those projects are excellent little gifts to make, or just something for you to keep, something to keep your hands busy. Some things are great to do with kids. But let's take a look at our Advent project. We're going to start in 2022. That was the first time we did the box. So the projects we did in 2022, we did a little window zip, little pouch that included some instructions for these strips to hold your organizing clips. And honestly, I just didn't even realize that the organizing clips and stickers were there in 2022. It's like time goes by so fast, I tell you. And so that was one of the projects. Another project was some pot holders, some oval pot holders. And the first project we did was a bowl cozy. A bowl cozy to put your dish in the microwave to not burn your fingers. This is a very usable item. So that was our first one that year. And then the last one that year was a gift bag. So just a really easy, reusable gift bag that got so addictive to make. I made so many, and I am still using that pattern because you can easily adjust the size. You can make it skinnier, shorter, taller, whatever size you want. It's easy to adjust. Just 2 pieces of fabric, some interfacing to keep them kind of sturdy and let them stand up, and just you can use ribbon for the handles. But all of this, so how the boxes work, in the box, you get all the kits to make the projects. So last year's box came like this. So you get a big box, and then in there are 4 individually wrapped packages. So you shouldn't really open them until like the day that we're doing the actual project. So you open it with me, and then we make the project. So you can watch the videos over and over. But the fun part is, if somebody cheats and peeks into the bag, you have no idea what you're going to make out of that stuff, because all you get is the kit. So the supplies that you need to make it. Sometimes there's a little tool in there, but all you do is get that stuff, so you don't really know. So it's really fun to anticipate and wait. But also in each bag, there's also a unique, exclusive little gift for you, specially curated by us over here. And so that's also a little gift to yourself, and to have something fun to do over the holiday season, building up to the holidays. So let's take a look at those are 2022 projects. 2023 projects, which was last year, we had a trivet runner. This one was really great. So this has the insulating material in it, so you can put hot dishes straight on top of your table and line them up. We had a tablet case and more pattern, and made out of wool and cork, so that was super fun. We had a sewing wallet, so we learned some simple bag making skills. It's easy, everything. I will never do a hard bag, don't worry about it. And then the last one was, this wasn't the last one, but this one probably was the most popular. That was the tissue box cover, to cover a tissue box. And so it was really, really fun to make. Now, our Advent boxes sell out every year. We've been doing them. This is the 3rd year doing the box. We do the projects longer. Now, of course, you don't need to buy the box to participate and do the projects, but you would wait, obviously, for the patterns to be released. But the box is so much fun. So just wanted to tell you, they've sold out every year. So you put together a little video. Yeah. I do a lot of talking in this video, so I'm going to warn people.
That's what you do.
Yeah. Yeah, you're literally just taking clips from me from previous Advent seasons.
Why are you giving away the commercial?
I don't know.
Just let it play.
Okay, take a look.
Okay,
everybody,
bye.
Take a look. Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. It's time to talk about Advent projects. Let me start by this. Let me explain what I'm talking about. Every Tipsy Tuesday before each Sunday of Advent, I gave a free tutorial for an easy sewing project, free tutorial video, and a free pattern. Now these patterns and videos are all still available. They're free on our website under free patterns. So last year, we launched an Advent box. So it was kind of a little gift to yourself. In the box, there were 4 individually packaged kits with everything you need to do to make each project. So do not hesitate, because they are going to be sold out like happened last year. Yes, there are 4 projects in the box. Each of them is individually wrapped, so that if you want to kind of have a surprise too, you can open them alongside us. But of course, if you even open them, you don't really know what's going to be, because we don't reveal the project. The pattern is downloadable from our website free, and all the tutorials are free. So that's how it works, and we're going to have so much fun. Of course, you don't have to have the Advent box to work alongside and enjoy the tutorials. They are made for you to enjoy over the holiday season. There it is. So if you have any questions on the Advent box, they are available now to pre-order, but please don't order anything else with it, because we ship it as is, and it's hard for us to join it in anything else. So yeah, you want to be able to receive it at the right time so it gets there before we start the program. So any questions, let me know. Oh, just ordered. That's nice. Thank you so much. Like I said, we're very excited about everything that's going into this one. It's going to be so much fun doing this together. I'm so excited about the projects too. I think you're going to love them. I think you're going to love them. I think you're going to love them too. You loved some of these. What's been your favorite that you've actually used quite a bit?
The bowl cozy was good.
The bowl cozy?
The glasses cover.
The eyeglass cover, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And the tablet cover.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. Great gifts.
Can't wait for the next one.
I know, and I made, the tissue box cover is great, because sometimes those boxes don't look that great. So I had mine made out of Christmas fabrics, and we had it in our Florida house. And then I didn't have another one when Christmas was over, so I just left mine on. I know, so I gotta make some of that for every day.
Sometimes you call that janky.
But there were so many of you that made that tissue box cover in multiples and like gave to all your friends, and I thought that was the sweetest. It was really fun to see all those photos of them lined up. But that was a great one. So good. Okay, so Advent box is out. I do wanted to remind you that we have this coming Saturday is my Zoom lecture for a look inside the Stripology Quickies book. That is the book, of course, coming out later. Well, we're counting down, so hopefully we'll have some information on delivery in the next couple of weeks. So we said around August 1st. There were a couple of delays in the beginning, so it might be into the second week of August, or I'm still going to guess it's going to get here in the first week of August. But those of you that have purchased our little lecture, it's at 10 o'clock on Saturday, but we will record it and will be in your account for 10 days after, so through the 30th of July, so you can watch it afterwards. And so I'm looking forward to sharing some inside things about the book and answering all your questions. We have a huge Q&A planned for that as well. But the book is still available for pre-order, so you can get your signed copy and the Mia pattern But looking forward to seeing some of you on Saturday too in that live Zoom lecture. So let's take a look at some new fabrics. First off, I want to show you, since we're talking about toweling, we weren't talking about toweling, easy projects. The toweling tutorial I shared with you to make the hanging towel we keep getting more toweling in and it keeps disappearing. So thank you all, but we found some new fresh toweling. So we have some of that, I'm talking about the vintage ones that we just got earlier. So here's a new one. I love this one. It's called Pumpkin Skeleton Dance. This just looks like something in my grandma's kitchen that I used to have. I just love this. It's so fun and playful. So perfect to make for little holiday gifts or for your house. We have Harvest Bounty. This one, I just love the artwork on this. Very classic, perfect for Halloween. And you don't just have to make towels out of this. This would be great as a table runner. So there's 3.5 yards in each pack. We cut into 3.5 yards, which is great. You can make placemats, you can make napkins, or just some kitchen towels, table runners, all kinds of things. And then the third new one is called Berrylicious. Strawberries. How cute is that? That is adorable. So these are all brand new, so check these out if you are interested. And these are, of course, like the other toweling, so it's already hemmed on 2 sides. So if you're gonna make kitchen towels, all you do is double roll to make a new hem. If you're making if you want to make a table runner, so what I've done is just hold these up, made a cut on the diagonal and sewn, so then you instantly have a folded back pointed end. Very simple to do. So lots of great projects you can make with these. These are on the website, toweling. So you will find that under specialty fabrics. And yeah, these are brand new. But let's talk about fabric. So I'm so excited to show you. We've been waiting for this one. It's called Pine Valley. And it was supposed to come in June. But here we are, mid-July, and this is, of course, by Basic Gray. Basic Gray, I've been a fan since their scrapbooking days, of course. And for this bundle, there were more colors in the line. I chose to go very classic with a green and red combination. And I just love that classic Christmas combination, but that doesn't mean it's just a one shade of green and one shade of red. And that's what I love about Basic Gray. There's always so much depth in their fabrics. So first, I love this berry one. These bright red berries are so pretty. Then we have this geometric print, these scallopy cool things. They just look really cool. I love them. And I love the deeper, darker green here. Then we go into a medium green and just these small little leaves with berries. Very small print. Mixing it up between the scales of the prints. That's so awesome. And then we have another geometric print with these spiky leaves going each direction. So it acts kind of as a stripe in a way. And then going into a little bit brighter, lighter green. I love this print. I love it with the white. I love it with the red flowers. It's just so pretty. And then we have something unexpected, a very contemporary looking print, but I love it. I love the waves going the other direction, then the other directional, and whenever you cut this up, it just shows up so fun in the fabrics, in the quilts. So then we go into the red. So we have our 6 greens, and then we have our 6 reds, starting with the berry print. And in this case, they are this taupe berries and the green leaves. We have that same geometric print. I really love that one with the spiky leaves. And again, we have some different shades in the reds, which I love. We have a small tone on tone, just these very delicate leaves and vines in the darker reds. And again, we have this really cool wavy print with the white in it, but then this is where you can see the shades of red. So you can really go in different ways with this. We have a little polka dot, but in a different way. So they're like little berries with a smaller dot on them. So a nice, rich red color. And I wanted to stick with the red, so I added a grunge in here, and this is a new color grunge. Because Basic Gray is the designer for grunge, they usually have new colors out with every line. So this is a new red, so you can see it has a lot of, should I say dirtiness, but a little bit of taupe in it, just like the berries do here. So, but you see it matches perfectly. The darks blend with the darks, so really awesome. So this is Pine Valley, the bundle, 12 pieces. We have some of the prints. We have the berries fur in the green, the dark green. We also have the light green mistletoe in 1 yard. So if you wanted to add something for borders, like I did for my holly quilt, which we'll show you some close-ups later. And then we have the mistletoe in the taupe background, which is not in the bundle, of course, but this is the one I fell in love with and really used for my quilt, for the border of my quilt. But let's look at the fabric pull first, and I'll point out the new grunges that came out with this one. First one is Grunge Fur, and this is a gorgeous, deep, dark green color. I absolutely love it. So this is such a popular color again. I remember when this hue of green was popular way back, but now it's back, and I love how they're using it. And another dark one would be Chalk and Charcoal Hunter for those darkest hues of green. And then I grabbed some lighter ones. So there is Burlap in the Lime, would work perfectly with the lighter ones. And then a new grunge from matching this line is called Grunge Olive Night. Olive Night. So an olive with some of the lighter tones and darker tones. It's gorgeous. Really pretty. Then we have some reds, starting with Thatched in the ruby color. Beautiful over here. And then the new, this one, I think this is a new color. I don't have that red though. But Grunge in the Candy Cane works well too. It's a similar tone. There's a little bit more of the dark specks in this one. Now, somebody that's watching should come in here and tell me what the name of this grunge is. Please come in the studio. But this is Candy Cane. This is not new, but very similar. So then we have, I added some lights because this is why I put greens and reds together, so it's perfect to add a light background or any kind of background you want. And you can, I did this in stages. So you could go, if you want a higher contrast, something like white paper. You don't want to go full on white because none of these are pure white, but white paper would be the lightest I would go. There's also Grunge Marshmallow, which has more of the brown tone, so it's a warmer, it will go well with the taupe. But then there's a brand new color that came out with this line. It's called Pearl. So it has a little bit more gray. So it's a little cooler than the marshmallow. I know they look really similar probably on the screen. But there's more gray in this and more brownish taupe in this. And so this is the one I used for my holly quilt. Now if you wanted an accent or add more taupes, I would recommend the Grunge and the taupe, Maven taupe. That's a perfect color to go with more of the taupes. But let me show you the holly quilt. This quilt pattern is in the new book. And it is, I know it doesn't seem like this is an easy quilt to do or a quickie quilt, even though it is in the Quickies book, but I promise you it is. It's just gonna be a little trickier because you have to match a few points, but that's all. It's still a really quick quilt to make because they're big blocks. And so I just split my blocks into green and red, and then you get this effect. You get this secondary pattern of those friendship stars and those little red pinwheels. And I used, like I said, I used that grunge pearl for the background and then the taupe fabric for my border. So that is Holly, and Holly is of course in the new book coming out. So any questions on Pine Valley? The Holly, this one it's a large lap. Large lap. Oh, Kara's in here. She's going to tell me what that grunge is called.
Formula 1.
Oh, Formula 1. That red one is called Grunge Formula 1. Of course. Why are the producers not here? They would have told me that right off the bat with their car sickness. So, okay, Patricia said that's a good veteran quilt. Yes, absolutely. It does not have to be Christmas at all. We've made it in a couple other different colorways and it looks great. And that would be perfect in patriotic colors as well. We don't have any grunge bundles. We used to, back in the day when we started with the basics, we used to put together like fat quarter bundles, but we haven't done so in a while. But I like to incorporate, I don't like to use all of the same print in a quilt, but that's always a good idea. But check our basic mystery bundles because they will always have like tone on tone, just one color. Holly is beginner friendly, yes. I would say so. When you see the book, and if you come into the lecture, I'm going to explain. So I always have like a little rating marks on my patterns in the books, and it's between 1, 2, and 3. 1 hatch mark, 2 hatch marks, and 3 hatch marks. But the 1s are absolutely total beginner friendly. The 2 is confident beginner, and the 3 I would say intermediate. But intermediate means that you just might have to match some seams. Anybody can still do it. So I maybe wouldn't start with Holly, but there's definitely quilts in the book that you can start with and work your way there. How would it look with border fabric used as large stars? Oh, border fabric with large stars. That would be really cool. Yes. So kind of repeating that look to the outer border. It's a wide border because the blocks end up having such a big look, so you kind of have to anchor it with borders, but you could also just skip the borders and make more blocks. It's a fun quilt to make. All right, great questions, everybody. So guess what national day it is tomorrow?
What?
National Hot Dog Day.
Hot dogs for everybody.
Yes.
Are we grilling them?
Now, well, if you're making hot dogs at home, grilling is the way to go, for sure. But I just started, when I saw this, the first thing, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when we're talking about hot dogs? Because the first thing that comes to my mind and hot dogs is my local hot dog stand in my hometown in Iceland, Selfoss. It's right by the end of the bridge over the river. That is an iconic place, and I literally just tasted it when I thought about it. Tasted that hot dog. Icelandic hot dogs are special, everybody. Special.
I will say they are pretty good.
Yeah.
Special
Yep.
sauces and whatnot.
So I think that needs to be our giveaway question. So our giveaway question is about hot dogs. Now there's some vegan hot dogs too. I've had those too. So the question is, what do you like on your hot dog? Now we had during retreat, because one of our stops on our virtual retreat was New York City, and I had a recipe for the onion sauce that they make for a New York hot dog, and my God, that was delicious. That was delicious.
That was
and
delicious.
We had people from Chicago saying, oh, it's not going to be as good as a Chicago dog, and they had to kind of eat their words a little bit.
Yeah.
So we'd love to hear what you prefer on your hot dog. In Iceland, we put, if you go to a hot dog stand in Iceland, just say you want a hot dog with everything, and what you're going to get on that, you're going to get some fried onions and raw onions You're gonna get ketchup, and you can get remoulade, which is kind of like a relish mixed with a curry mustardy. Yeah, it's yellow. It's a sauce. It's a sauce.
It's time to go eat something.
And then there's brown sweet mustard, which is, yes.
Ooh, a good
Well,
chili dog.
we're counting down a few days. We'll be in Iceland, so guess where we're stopping first.
Pulsvagnen.
Pulsvagnen, yes. So just tell us what you prefer on your hot dog, or maybe you don't like hot dogs. Just tell us in the comments, and you're automatically entered to win a $25 gift card. So, yeah, plain hot dog. So just a dry hot dog in a bun. Now that's a bun is a big part too. It has to be a toasted, soft, warm bun.
Buns are important.
So
I used to cry when my bun would break when I was young. You squeeze it and then it opens up on the other side. I'd throw it. I'd be like, nope, give me another.
you're so
Give me another
picky.
bun. This one's broke.
Yeah, it's broken. I would just be told it's going to taste the same, so you're not going to get a new bun, and I would have to live with that. But so we have lots more shows for you this week. Tomorrow morning, Colleen will be here at 9:30 with 1 Yard Wednesday. Always great deals on 1 yards. And then I will be here on Friday, and Mr. HP, and probably my little helper, Johan, because that's what he told me. He's looking forward to doing the shows with me. So that'll be Friday, July 19th, and that's, of course, at noon. And then next week's Tipsy Tuesday, that's July 23rd at 4 p.m. Central Time. So hopefully I'll see some more of you this week. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow during the Zoom or Saturday. But regardless, we hope you come back. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.